Good morning. This is son of a old goat here with today's farming news and information for the 23rd day of April 2022. I'd like to take you over to Tractor Supply Incorporated, but that's probably a FCC violation to show a website that sells stuff here on YouTube.
What he said. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing there? Good to have you here.
Hey, good morning, folks. This is the Don. Guest filling in for our illustrious colleague, Mr. Coin Making Sense. He is en route or already at a coin show, and Mr. Gen X will be joining him later this morning. So I thought he'd allow me the opportunity to guest host today's morning show. So let's move to the chat and say hello to all of our friends who've joined us this morning. And let me scroll up here a little bit. So, okay, I'm going to go kind of slow because I want to make sure I pronounce everyone's name correctly. I don't want to slip up on that. So, let's see. How do I do it? Select. Whoop, select. There we go. Good morning, Mr. Shang. Let's see who else we got here. Oh, my comrade from Mexico, Donald. We have Safety 13. Good morning, and thank you for your auction wins last night. Got your stuff packaged up, and after the show here, I'll get cleaned up and I will drop it off at the post office. Let's see who else we got. C Ash, good morning, good morning. We have, is that Jackalope Herdmaster? Oh, those are little furry little things that my dog would probably love to go chase after.
You skipped over Donald in New Mexico's woo woo.
Oh, he gave me a whoop whoop this morning.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop. We have Death Logic. Okay, I like the logic part. That's cool. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Oh boy, is that an I or a L? I can't tell.
It's Lola.
Lola, thank you.
Hello, LA, Lola.
Low, my low. Okay, we can't sing too much. Good morning. Let's see who else we got. Let's see, we have C Ash and M Ash here, or just C Ash?
Hey, good morning, C Ash.
C Ash. Okay.
Sent you an email this morning. My apologies.
We have Paula. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. And I think, did I catch her? That's everybody so far. Okay. So, just to start it off, thanks for everyone who joined us last night in our auction. It went really well. I think everyone had a good time, and there was deals made and good stuff that was presented by everybody. And feedback that I saw from the chat, and it was very positive. So I'm glad that we have this opportunity for everybody to come together in friendship, fellowship, as I always like to say, and strike up a good deal. Hey, all the better. So thank you again for joining us, everyone. Silver Frog Man, there you go. Good morning to you. Oh, we have another Paula. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Well, how do we kick off the morning?
With a nice cup of coffee.
Well, that's I got a different nice tall one here. Allow me to do the salivate metal thing. No, that didn't work. That didn't go over well.
That's a good start.
Yeah. Actually, we had a little bit of a discussion in Green Room. We was there last night or night before about the London Exchange getting out of the metal exchange market.
Yes, sir. LME is now getting out of the precious metal trading as of July 11, 2022. And you know what's interesting about that move is that it didn't take an announcement of a year or 6 months. They were like, you know what? We're out. Wait, what? Yeah, we're out. When? July 11. Well, wait, that's 2 months away. 3 months away tops.
Yeah, there wasn't like there wasn't no plan for like a seamless transition or anything like that. It's just like, hey, we're leaving. Bye.
So what's going on at the LME that they have to do this? Is this part of Basel III, you think? Maybe some of the transactions now need to be above board and all under regulations, so they can't make money manipulating the market anymore? Is that what it means?
Good question. I'm not me personally. I really have no understanding of what Basil is exactly, other than what you've presented in your videos, Triple S.
Yeah,
It's
we're
just
definitely.
I guess from my perspective, because I'm primarily focused as a stacker, it just seems like there's one less competitor in the field. So I would venture a guess saying, less competition means, more stagnant or higher prices, because the fewer people are in there to compete, the likelihood of prices going up is higher. In my humble, uneducated, need more coffee this morning opinion.
Same. I think it just means that there'll be more business to do for the Shanghai metals market and the
Mhm.
COMEX in New York.
The Shanghai, is that like the Hong Kong exchange, or that's something totally different?
There are multiple exchanges in Asia. However, I think that the Chinese market is going to be the one that dominates in the future.
I agree with the size of their economy and everything. Yeah, I think they're definitely posed to make a big move and make even a greater impact. For the better or for the worse, who's to say? It's in the future kind of thing.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was really surprising news. How long has the London Exchange been in the precious market business?
5 years now, sir.
5
5 years.
years.
So it's a recent venture. And
Uh-huh.
what's interesting, they didn't even give a half year notice. They were like, we're out. But this does fall on the heels of quite an embarrassing time at the London Metals Exchange, especially in particular to the nickel trading once it hit $100,000 a ton after that Chinese investor with all the shorts got burned. Well,
Mhm.
guess what? They now lost a bunch of prestige and a bunch of companies pulled their metal out of the London Metal Exchange. And I'm not talking just precious metals. I'm talking the base metals, which is really interesting because that's really was their niche market. Because like I said, they've only been doing the precious metals for about 5 years.
Hmm. Oh, I'm curious. Maybe they're getting out because it's not profitable for them, or it's too much hassle, or
They say there aren't enough trades. That's what they said, but I don't know. I mean, it seems like precious metals is really hot right now, and so for
I
there
would
not to
think.
be enough trades, what does that mean? There's enough supply. Is that what it means? Is that what they're really? I mean, okay, so we know that there's a lot of trading going on with precious metals right now, but more specifically to the LME, right, the London Metal Exchange.
Yeah.
If there aren't enough orders at that exchange, and that's the reason given as to why they're going to stop those trades.
Mhm.
Well, why is it that there aren't any trades there? I mean, is that because they have a low inventory? I don't understand it.
Well, maybe one could make the argument, if that's the case. Look at it's kind of, I don't want to get too over. This might be a little touchy, but I mean, look at the unfortunate events in Eastern Europe, and I believe the very I think London Exchange did it. And I'm not sure about the others, but they're not accepting precious metals from Russia. So and Russia is like very high in the list of providers of
Oh
precious
yeah, they
metals,
have plenty of
especially
oil.
gold
They have
and palladium.
Yeah, they're a commodity market in
Yeah.
Russia. I mean, they are their own everything. They got it all.
Hmm. And I guess if I recall, London Exchange said nope. Because of the conflict, nope, we're not accepting any more of your precious metals. So, I mean, I guess they make that statement, or for whatever reasons. Um, but maybe that's what kind of shot them in the foot, saying, "Hey, we just cut off our main supplier of goodies," and because of that, they can't fulfill other orders around the world. So, maybe they did themselves in kind of in that sense. It's just maybe we're just starting to see some of the trickle effect from not cutting off our supply from Russia, especially with precious metals. You and I have even talked about it, that now the automotive industry, and this is something I'd like to investigate and make some videos about, is the transition from palladium to platinum in auto manufacturing, because the palladium is actually a better material, let's say, for things like everybody knows about the catalytic converters. And originally, my understanding, they were made with platinum, and then they transitioned to palladium because it's more cost efficient. You can use less metal to do the same amount of work. Then there's other things like that, and I'm not familiar with, and I'll do my due diligence and investigation to understand that better. But now, the transition back to platinum, I think changes the dynamic of the markets for those two metals. I mean, if you see them, you look at platinum, in my opinion, and actually talking with Gen X a little bit, it seems like that metal is undervalued, if I'm using that word correctly. So I would venture to say we're going to see a shift in sorry, I lost my train of thought. I think we're going to see a shift in platinum as the demand rises. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's going to be we live in interesting times.
Speaking of Russia and supplies and all that kind of stuff, and LME, did you see the U.S. Mint? They came out with the totals for March of circulating coinage, and the nickel was down 12% in production, and everything else is up with the exception of the nickel. You think that has anything to do with the increase in price of nickel? I don't know. Just saying.
That's weird. It's weird. I mean, I just lost my train of thought.
I know it's not easy, is it?
Well, no, I had it on top of my head, and I was like, squirrel. Well, actually, yeah, okay, now I remember. Stacker, you and I were actually talking. I think you gave me a hint on direction to go investigate on with regards to the materials that may impact the mint. And obviously nickel is, from what Mr. SW has told us here, the nickel is making a dramatic effect on what the mint is capable of doing and providing. So we are really living in interesting times when it comes to our precious metals and our collectibles from the mint and from other sources.
Indeed.
Somebody watch a lot of Stargate.
Indeed, I love Stargate. Dude, I was just watching Into Darkness last night. Was it Star Trek with Khan, with the doctors?
Doctor Strange. Yeah,
Doctor Strange is Khan.
Chamberlain.
I forget his name.
Yeah, I think his last name's Chamberlain. Bennett. Anyway, yeah, Doctor Strange.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Thank you. See, I got it completely wrong.
No, you said that because he played. Well, anyway, yeah, awesome, good job. So, did you see this about Silver Frogmen? Got 3 of the congratulations sets, but the thing is, they were shipped in ginormous boxes. 3 separate boxes. And my congratulations, I had 2 of them. They came yesterday in 1 box, and they were it was a small box. I was like, well, this is kind of small. Yeah, there you go.
Do you know what my congratulations says came in?
Nothing. You didn't buy any. Oh, wait, you did. You got 3 of them.
Yeah, I did. I got 3 of them, but I'm just trying to find out what they came in because I don't know because I don't have them yet.
Oh,
I'm just wondering if you knew. I don't know.
Yeah, I finally got my other order yesterday. So I have 1 box with 2, 1 box with 1. So the 1 is going to my nephew graduating early June from high school. And he got, did he get accepted? I have to talk with grandma, make sure. But actually, he's going to be the next of our family going to engineering school. So there's going to be more of us out there. But I wanted But when those congratulations sets hit, I was just like, I definitely want to get him one. Whether he likes it or not, I don't know. But I think he will because it's coming from his uncle, his favorite uncle. So, but the other 2 are staying in their box, and I'm definitely going to be joining PCGS probably this weekend, and I will start the process of how to send those boys off for grading. And I've actually gotten some feedback from a couple of folks about that they actually are very enthusiastic about me recording and kind of documenting, that's the better word, the process, how I will be going through the PCGS process, step by step. And I believe you guys have mentioned to me that PCGS has a really good, like PDFs and tutorials on how to, step through the process. So I'm looking forward to that. Never would have thought that I would be the type that would send stuff out for grading.
Yeah.
But this is going to be, and I think this is a good starting place because it's not anything overly complicated about the congratulations set. Just keep it in the shipping box.
Yes.
I guess
Look at
check
Chad.
off some boxes and then.
Did you see what Chad says here?
No, go
He
ahead.
got his congratulations set, and it looks like a PF70. And Silver Frog Man comes back and says, I didn't open any of mine at Chad. Chad says, I usually don't, but I had to on these. And remember, if you do open them up, they are not eligible for that congratulations set moniker on that label. So that's very important. So I definitely would not open those up at all. And number 2, I wanted to mention here, Chad Lichtenstein says, so wasn't palladium a substitute for platinum, right? And then when palladium from Russia, 80% of the world's palladium comes from Russia. So when that goes bye-bye, they're going to have to retool everything to make it work with platinum. And really, I think they started with platinum and then went to palladium. So they are interchangeable. And I think that's one thing. And they are considered precious metals and industrial metals. So when this side of the industrial metal and they switch from palladium to platinum, doesn't it seem like maybe platinum might take off at that point once they do?
I think it was. I would definitely support that argument for sure, because our, like you said, the palladium source is pretty much dried up. We can't have access to it. So, and I think because of the materials, they obviously have to retool because the materials have different properties and malleability, I'm sure. So, you just can't just dump it in there and hope the tooling will make it into the shape and forms or whatever that, using catalytic converter, for example, not necessarily going to be the same. So they got to, like you said, retool it. But I don't think that's a really huge impact for the folks that actually, like, again, using the catalytic converter, for example. I don't think the retooling is going to be anything really, like a big showstopper, nothing like that. I think it's just matter. They'll shut down their line. I bet you they probably got the old platinum tools, somewhere, and you just got to bring them out of storage, dust them off, do a little maintenance on them, install them, maybe run a few checks, and then off to the races once they get their supply of platinum in. So everyone, mind your your catalytic converters on your vehicles, especially us with trucks that sit up high off the ground. Because I remember a few years ago when we had this palladium shortage. I can't remember how far back it was, but there was a rash even where I live locally.
About 12, 13 years ago now.
Yeah, there was a rash of people actually doing exactly that, getting the chop saw and go underneath trucks, especially trucks. And you wake up the next morning and your exhaust sounds like a track racer. I mean, it's crazy. So keep an eye out.
And you know what? I want to add to that,
Please.
About people and their catalytic converters getting ripped off. And this is really more along the lines of the bad economy and cars and maintenance. So we know that cars are scarce to find, whether it be for purchase, whether it's used or new. And then even it's tough to find a used or a rental car, right? So all of these factors, they're going to lead up to people not being able. And on top of that, let's face it, everything's more expensive. So car payments are going to be a lot more expensive too. Because interest rates are going up, right? I think we've had 7 straight weeks of interest rates going up. The mortgage rates on a 30-year fixed rate on a home were about 2.5% 7 weeks ago. Now they're at about 5.5%, and they are not going to slow down. So with that said, I know that a few points of interest rates is only $30, $40, $50 on your monthly payment, but it all adds up. And since it all adds up, and let's face it, cars, if you're doing a lot of driving, they're going to need maintenance. And I remember in the 1970s, a lot of people were neglecting maintenance on their cars because it wasn't, it just wasn't affordable.
Mhm.
And I think that's going to happen a lot now, where we're going to see people, who are going to be needing brake pads, and then they're going to end up putting Grand Canyons in their rotors, and then
Oh,
having to, just have to pay that much more because they neglected routine maintenance.
oh
It's
yeah,
just one of those
yeah,
things.
yeah.
Money's going to be tough coming.
It is. It is. You reminded me. What was it, 10, maybe 15 years ago? Maybe that's a little too far back, but I recall there was a push by our administration, the administration then, to sell off, to use a word, a jalopy, really
Cash for
super beat
clunkers?
up. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Thank you. Exactly that program, and that removed so many used cars
Yeah.
off of the market. And so when somebody went to go shopping for, say, like their first car for their kid, they're they were practically paying new car prices for a used car, for a 5-year-old used car.
Yeah. And they weren't really clunkers
Yeah.
either. They were decent cars.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because, yeah, that's too bad.
And then to kind of expand on your point, today with with inflation, prices going up, and with the interest rate going up, I would argue that a auto loan for a used car interest rate is probably going to equal or maybe exceed significantly what a new car purchase would be. Or I mean, I haven't financed a used car before, so I really am not, I'm not familiar with that. But I mean, either loan, either new car loan or used car loan, surely both those interest rates are significantly going up. And like I said, and it correlates with the mortgages. In fact, uh, I was able to refinance my home earlier this year, literally within weeks before I guess, the first announcement about interest rates going up. So I got really lucky. In fact, I saved about a point and a half on my mortgage, and I refinanced from 30 year to 15, and I will be able to pay off my house uh,
Nice.
before I retire. Definitely, I'm in a really good position where I will definitely have my house paid off before I retire. So, and I wanted to put myself in that position so I don't have to worry about having a mortgage payment when I retire.
Yeah. Listen, I know we're 20 minutes or so in, but people are having questions about where Kevin is. And let's tell them
Oh,
he's
yeah,
somewhere fantastic. Go ahead.
yeah. Oh, Kevin is
Hey,
that.
he's in the chat.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. Oh, hey, real quick, if I may, let's just catch up.
No,
We
I
got.
said hello. I said hello, Bassman, and it came up coins making sense.
Hey, by the way, yeah, good morning, Bassman. Good morning to Dave Cooper, to Pizza Guy, to good morning to Gina. This one, we had some people join us here. Mark Lewis, good morning. I don't know if we said good morning, Chad, but I'll say good morning, Chad.
You got to read
And
this. You got to see this.
Mr. Drickett, good morning. So, what do we have?
Paula Bloom has put up something. I mean, come on now. What is going on over there?
Just an FYI, if you have ordered more than one ASC or congrats set, you may want to check that. All of them are there. The mint has been shorting orders.
I know, but
Oh,
really, I mean, if you have a congrats set and you check that all of them are there, you still can't get it slabbed, right? So, I mean,
yeah. You got to
ooey,
roll.
I just throw it at them, whatever's in the box.
Oh, that's.
Yep.
I was
Yes,
going to use
pizza guy. He's at the coin show. That's exactly his
Yeah,
location.
yeah.
He's at the coin
Kevin is
show
at
this
the
morning.
coin show. He said he'll try to join us this morning. He may not because he's got to set up and I'm curious. I should ask him. Excuse me. The coin shows that they have here in Alabama. Typically they have like an hour before the normal opening, so that's like the VIP hour. You pay extra so you can get early access. So I was just curious, but I should have asked him if his coin show does something similar. And hey, is that him in the chat, or is that?
No, that's me. I keep sorry.
Oh.
Through you, gotcha. My bad.
Squirrel. So it's. I was just curious if I'll ask him later if we talk. See if I was just curious if they have like a VIP hour where people can pay extra, or is it just dealer only where the boys can talk to each other and wheel and deal before the the regular crowd pops in.
Autobots.
But yeah, he's at this coin show, and our friend, colleague, Mr. Gen X Collectibles, is joining him. So, and I think those two, it's a local coin show for them. So it's every month, that's actually kind of cool. And Kevin definitely he sets up a booth, and Mr. Gen X joins him, helps him set up, and then he does a little shopping too.
Yeah, in fact, they're probably listening to us right now on their phone while they're setting up the booth.
If you can check out Paula's comment just above the one you have highlighted there, she said she's seen several people order 3 congrats sets and only get 1. And if they did that to me, I wouldn't be missing a box because I ordered 2 separate orders of 1 and 2. So they would be missing an entire box if they did that to me.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, check this out. Angry Leprechaun says, my bad, Bully. Go ahead, man.
No. Please.
A friend of mine received his congrats sets yesterday. The box was really beat up, and the tape was pulled off of one of the flaps. Grading company won't accept it unless it's sealed. Yeah, that's brutal.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Boy.
That's rough.
Yeah, that's kind of gets me. Well, yeah, I got my 2 separated. Well, I mean, the one, I marked the one with the tracking number for the 2, so I know the other one's the single one. Well, I hope it's the single one. So maybe I'll venture opening that one. Since that's the one for the nephew. Well, yes, I got to open it sooner or later so I can either, if I take the time off to go visit him for his vacation or his graduation. So that one's going to have to come out of the box sooner or later. But boy, that's got me a little gun shy, if you know what I mean.
Have you seen what the congratulations sets are selling for on eBay right now from 2022? Anybody looked lately?
I haven't.
Yeah, check that out. It's really interesting. Graded ones though, graded, not in the packaging.
There you go. For those in the area, is it Miss Drickett? Please excuse me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Denver Coin Show Expo, May 5th to the 7th. That's great. Thanks for sharing. And I get to say this. Brown sugar 0069.
Yeah.
Hey, SW, you're talking about in the green room. You're talking. Oh, good morning, Jedi Master Deb. Thank you for joining us this morning. And Flying Dutchman. Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining us. SW, you were talking about those burnished proofs you picked up yesterday, I believe, or was it?
Yeah, the burnished silver eagles. I just got them in yesterday. They're the 2 of the lowest mintage burnished silver eagles. About 100 and just a little over 100,000 of them. And but anyway, I got them for about the issue price that they were in 2019 and 2018, respectively. Graded. One's proof 70, and the other one's just not proof 70, SP 70 and SP 69. And for less money than what the issue price is this year.
Well, wait, that was about 50. Were they about $53 for the back then at 18 and 19?
Yeah. So the one that was 69 was 50. I believe I paid $59 for it.
Nice.
Yeah, and that was a SP 69, and the one that's a 70, I paid about $70 for. That was 2019.
Yeah, Mark Lewis. Yeah, I have yet. I was planning on going to a coin show like 3 weekends ago, but I was unable to because Yeah, I've been kind of busy with work, and I needed the weekend to kind of catch up, and there were some other things that were really involved. But yeah, I am definitely looking forward to going to my first coin show sometime this year for sure, because I think it'll be a really fun experience and give me a chance to work on my wheeling and dealing skills.
You know, it's funny you say that. I haven't been to a coin show as an adult. Now, maybe I'll never go to a coin show as an adult, even if I go there. But the point, right? So the point of it is, right? There's certain things you say and certain things you don't say to a coin dealer when you're there.
Mhm.
And if you don't want to buy it, don't ask the price. I think I've heard certain things. What do y'all have heard to say and not to say when you're at a coin show? Are there any faux pas that we need to be aware of? Because I'm
Hey,
definitely good.
SW, would you mind sharing? Because you've been certainly
I've
a whole
been
lot more
to.
coin shows than I have.
No, I haven't. I've been to
Oh,
one coin show this year, and I probably broke every rule.
Oh, good. Well, we can always learn from that. What did you do? I mean, let's.
yeah, would you
Well,
mind
well,
sharing?
well. I mean, as you said, if you're not planning on buying it, don't ask the price. And I probably asked the price on it, everything they had, and I didn't buy anything. So
Oh, but they didn't look at you out of the side of their head, did they? As you're walking away?
no,
No.
nope, nope, nope. They took everything I asked for. They took it out of the case, showed it to me, and I said thanks and gave it back to them.
Well, these guys are probably, they're obviously seasoned veterans and stuff. So I'm sure we're not going to be the first they see and visit, and we're not going to be the last either. I guess the key points would be just basic people to people skills, courtesy, respect, please, thank you, the simple things like that, and just I think that would good. I've heard you you know use something as an icebreaker. Say, hey, I'm interested in this, or I am starting to collect, or I'm into markets or something, and kind of let them know, I'm looking for a specific year or something like that to fill my book or just to add to my collection. To break that ice, let them know, hey, I'm a serious person. I'm not just here for window shopping, and
Yeah,
maybe
and
that will help kind of ease them to realize, hey, this guy's taking this seriously, or excuse me, this collector, is taking this seriously. So, I would venture they would actually take the time and actually, put the effort into it, and just, maybe you develop that repertoire with them, and you never know, they might hook, say, hey, I know it says this, but I'll knock a couple dollars off for you.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's probably not a good idea to lowball too much. I mean, if you're going to go in there, don't expect to get a 50% discount. Maybe, like you said, a buck or two.
Yeah.
But to say, hey, can I get $20 off or something? It's probably not gonna. It's probably not realistic.
No, I think that's, yeah, definitely don't lowball them. You know, they know we're going to have smartphones. You can go look it up on the internet, or I bet you some people probably carry their red books in there and things like that. So you know, I would do your due diligence. I think set up a plan. Hey, I'm going to go in there because I'm looking for XYZ. And go ahead and sit down and do your research, figure out what the median price range is. Median, statistic term. I'm probably using it wrong. Find out what the range that those coins and bullion or whatever are going for. And have that in mind. For me, I like to write it down. Have a little notebook. I can write these things down, and then just go around and be courteous and cordial, and let them know that you're a serious buyer, and see how it goes. Well, let me take a little sip here. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, good morning, Coin Crew. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you here, good sir. Or good ma'am. Depending on who's behind the keyboard there. Let's see, Mr. Clark. Never. Let's see. I tried to highlight. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Let's see. Here we go. For Miss Paula, if you spend time at a dealer table looking through their stuff and taking up time, try to at least make a small purchase. Time is money for them. Yes, definitely. Well said. Excellent point. Excellent point. Even if it's, like I said, small purchase, a Merc dime or a Rosie or so, something like that. I mean, that'll definitely foster some, good relations. And maybe, as you go around and look at the other booths and presenters and stuff, maybe they'll see, maybe you'll circle back and maybe they'll see you. And when you talk to them about, something that you're interested in, maybe they'll, kind of get your attention. Hey, come on over, and, maybe that will, maybe you can get that mortgage for a couple bucks off, So I think is a really good, definitely a great idea there. And who doesn't like Mercs or Rosies? I got Whitman binders for both of those, so I am definitely trying to fill those up myself. So yeah, I would definitely arm myself to go in, buy some little bit of the small stuff, and and then look for the bigger stuff that you're really interested in. So yeah, great suggestion. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Well, Mercs and Rosies used to be small stuff until they started to go up to like 30 times face value.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, got to caveat that. Boy, it's crazy. Excuse me for a moment.
You good?
Yeah, I had a cough.
Oh.
My apologies.
I'm wondering. Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that 90% is just shot. It's gone through the roof. It's incredible. Is that kind of and it cause and effect because of the premiums on your regular coins and bullions? People trying to and maybe the newer folks getting into precious metals, looking for like a cheaper option. And generally, from what little I have learned thus far, it seems that a lot of people, recommend, hey, start off with the 90% and kind of work your way up, because back in the day, you could buy a roll of Mercs or dimes for what, $100, or maybe I'm not pricing that right, but yeah, it's crazy how 90% is just grown. It's really incredible. Mr. Lewis says, in my local coin shop, when I bundle up a few things, he will often take off a few bucks. I don't even ask for a deal. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And that'd be a good little good little tact out. Yeah, good little tap. But that's probably a good idea too. Pick up a couple of things and show that you're a serious buyer, and maybe they'll knock off a few dollars. And I think that's good business sense on their side of the house too. I mean, I'm sure they have margins where they have a little bit of give and take. So, yeah, another great suggestion. I need to write this stuff down. This is really good stuff.
I'd pop tires if I loaded my car. That's pretty good. I bought his truck off him and I gave it to my boy. That's a cool thing. Yeah. You see deals on TV right now, all these SUVs and trucks right now. They can't give them away. It's like $13,000, $14,000 off MSRP. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's a good time to buy a truck, it seems like.
I'm sorry. It is a time to buy a truck. Yeah, because people don't want to buy a gas guzzler. So if you're in the market for a truck or a larger, like an SUV or something like that, yeah, I would venture a guess that the prices are probably really good on those, because they just nobody wants it. They want little fuel efficient cars because of gas prices.
Yeah.
I mean,
anybody out there finding any good W quarters lately?
Oh, I saw one in the chat earlier on. I think one person found one on a coin roll. Yep.
Yeah, one thing that I've been finding when trying to skim through eBay is that very few are starting to pop up noting that they're uncirculated, which means a lot of them are circulated.
Yeah. And what does it tell for the future of them? Like all the ones that are encapsulated in high grades, is that going to be it? Or even slabbed, right?
Yeah, it's starting to seem like the even the slabbed ones are starting to be a little far in between. As then when they are, they're quite expensive, and when they're not, then they're circulated, or at least people don't want to say they're uncirculated.
Yeah, and I've noticed some things on some eBay listings for W quarter and the mid-state graded slab state where it'll say almost gone on a lot of the listings. And it'll, you click a little bit further into the listing and you'll see that they've sold 15 or 20 of them and there's maybe 2 or 3 left.
One of these comments down here, Roger Borland found 46 W's search over 3 weeks. Wow, that's awesome.
Yes.
Curious.
How long ago? But
Yeah.
how long ago was that?
Yeah. Good morning, Roger. Yeah. How'd you find him? Just in loose change, or from bankrolls you purchased, or? It's kind of curious.
Right. See, Ash is like, was this recently? Yeah, exactly. That was my question. I'm like, time period, time frame. We got the 3 weeks. That's incredible.
Oh, I think he had a follow-up here. Still have 2 boxes at home when I get back from vacation. Oh, you're on vacation.
Nice.
Oh, enjoy yourself. Have fun. Have one of those
In March.
adult consumption liquid devices with the little umbrella on it.
In March from boxes from
that's last month, right?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Still my beating heart in Italy. Oh.
I've never been to Italy. That would be great.
Oh, Italy, so awesome. I loved it. And yes, the food is that good. Yeah, that was a very enjoyable time. Of course, I was a kid then, and my father was stationed in Germany,
Wow.
so we lived in West Germany. Yeah, it was still West at the time. And during that time, we were able to take weekend excursions to all the various Western European countries, and we definitely on the Easter weekend we went to Italy and to Rome because my parents, we're Catholics, and we wanted to be in the Vatican for Easter Sunday with Pope John Paul II. And
Very
so,
cool.
so we did our little kind of pilgrimage kind of thing. So, I was a kid then, so I didn't, I didn't really understand what was going on. Didn't really, couldn't develop appreciation for it. But now I look back, it's just like, hey, I'm kind of glad I did that. I'm glad we did that as a family. And yeah, food was great. Yeah, it was. I think it was our last day in country, and the tour company, the tour guys, they took us to this really nice family-owned restaurant, and it was closed that evening for our tour group. And it was incredible. The family brought out. They had, I mean, I can't remember all the dishes, but I just remember there was a lot, and they kind of did it like family style. Put the big dishes, and they spread it out on this long table, so you kind of had to get up, move over to what you want, and then I guess the father, the operator of the restaurant, he looked at me and he's like, "You being my wine boy tonight?" And I'm like, "Huh?" I was like, "Yeah, you'll be my wine boy tonight." And so, yeah, he gave me the wine caster, and I went out and make sure everybody's wine glass was full. And
I'd be in the basement putting away some of Grandpa's medicine. Oh, sure, I'll be the wine guy. Not a problem. Got you covered.
You know what he did? He figured out who my dad was. And
wink, wink.
He got a little tiny glass. He looked at my father, kind of held it up to my father, and my dad, shook his head. And then he took the caster and then poured a little bit in there for me. And I had it, and I was like, oh my, because I'm a kid. What do I know? Back then. But it was a good time. I mean, I think he had a violin come in there and play some music, and we had a little bit of dancing. And that was just such a great time. I mean, that really highlighted the entire trip there.
I didn't go to sleep. Nick's coins. I'm going through my 2021 mortgage right now. I'm admiring them.
Good morning, Nick's Coins. Good morning. Glad you can join us.
And trying to bury the queen even further down.
I am so looking forward. Well, I don't know if that's the right term, but when the queen advocates the throne, and I assume Prince Charles will be stepping in to become King of England, what's going to happen to all these coins and bullions around the world that still have, they have the queen on it? I mean, they're going to have to transition to King Charles.
So what does that mean for all the ones with her portrait from the last year, and then for the Prince Charles, King Charles, the following year, right? This is going to be huge. Huge.
Yeah, and here's the thing: what kind of portrait of Charles are they going to use? A younger looking man, or what? So that's going to be interesting. And dare I say that coins that have the queen, maybe their values or numismatic, value, maybe that will be affected. So that'll be interesting. That'll be very interesting if and when that occurs. Oh, we're not highlighting anything more from Roger. He's going to get us hungry.
I'm looking at that going, man, that sounds so good. Sauces to live for. How about that? You never hear that term.
Yeah, now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Miss Nick's Coin says it takes a year for them to transition to the new king, and they already have Charles ready to go on the coins. Oh, no kidding.
Not surprising.
No. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm sure they're staged up, ready to go. So as soon as the, ceremony takes place, the next batch of whatever is ready, it's going to get minted accordingly.
Hey, can we circle back to the LME and July 11?
Yes, please.
Because I want to give a big shout out to C. Ash for bringing that to my attention yesterday. I'm definitely going to be doing a video on it upcoming. I'm not sure exactly what day. Definitely going to be giving her a shout out because that is really big news. And if you haven't heard yet, the LME is the London Metal Exchange. And on July 11, which is about 2.5 short months, maybe less, they're going to be, they're halting their precious metal trades, right? And they say that they're halting it because there's a lack of trading. I'm not sure if that's really what's going on or they're posturing. They could be. I'm not sure. I know optics are super important these days, and that could be what they're doing because, listen, they have to save face because of what happened with that nickel. That $100,000 a metric ton for nickel is absolutely ridiculous. And then they halted trading, and then they halted the electronic trading and only allowed paper trading. And then they allowed only 15% decline or rise in prices. They lost a lot of face, and there are some Asian metal stakeholders that have brought and taken all of their metal out of the LME. So, and this just isn't precious metals. This is base metals also, but they're halting precious metal. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, certainly will look forward to
no,
that.
Nick's Coins. They haven't been a big player for long. They've been in this for 5 years. That's right. Good call.
I've got to say that was a really good circle back because usually when people say they want to circle back, it's usually they want to ignore you. So good job.
You mean I used it for its intended purpose?
Is that a little jab there, Mr. SW? At a certain press secretary, and I will just leave it at that. But yeah, I certainly look forward to that video because I would just give me an opportunity to learn more about the London Exchange and who they are, what they do, and yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh, breakfast pizza. If you guys ever get a chance to have Wolfgang Puck's breakfast pizza, oh boy, give it a shot. It is amazing. A Twix bar and the coffee was my breakfast. Sounds kind of yummy, though.
Oh, I think this is for you, Mr. SW.
Oh, hold on. Down with this one here, down in Mexico. Did you hear? Yep. I'm playing my mortgage. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Donuts. Oh, I haven't had a donut in a while. Ooh, that sounds good this morning.
These aren't the donuts you're looking for.
Move along to see, brain fart. Dunkin' Donut. I the other one slips my mind. They're right across the street from Dunkin' Donut. Krispy Kreme. There it is.
Looky. Eric Gillian's got a comment. I did something crazy last night. I bought a graded MS 66 5-coin quarter set of the V75s. Oh, wow. That, I don't even want to know. But that's got to be at least a 4-digit purchase, yeah?
And they were still state quarters, right? It was kind of
V75, America the Beautiful. Last of them. Well, before the Tuskegee.
Right.
Wow. Inquiring minds want to know. May we ask the price, please, Mr. Eric? The suspense.
Drum roll.
You're not the only one who's nosy, Mr. Scott. We're not going to talk until we find the answer right now. I'm kidding.
Yeah, we're holding the chat.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Mm-hmm. I know that might be, kind of private, but thanks for sharing.
So about $100 per coin, right? 5 coins that year. Not bad. I think that's going to be. I think that's a wise investment. I really do. I think so. Wendy's pocket change finds. Got a question.
Where is CM? Oh, Coin Making Sense. He is at a coin show. He's at a coin show, and Mr. Gen X Collectible is joining him as well. And he asked me to host today's morning show, and I accepted. And thankful. I'm grateful that he asked me the opportunity to MC this morning.
Yeah,
so
$500. Yeah. I'm assuming that the bulk of that was the marsh buildings. A little bit of it was the tall grass, and the other ones were kind of cheaper. My guess. Probably 200, close to 200 probably for the marsh buildings.
Now, Nick's coins, are you disappointed in the people or the designs? Just out of curiosity.
Where's Gen X? He needs to see that chat.
John Pierce, good morning to you. Considering doing the same thing and buying a graded set, Scott S. said. Yep, exactly. The people. Okay, cool. Thank you. If you have seen the designs, what do you think about those? Are they amazing or no?
Oh, you're talking about the next
20.
year one. I'm sorry. Please.
Yes, sir. I apologize. My bad.
No. I didn't mean to cut off or anything like that. My apologies. But hey, that was fun, by the way. You and I were listening in on our conference call. That was pretty cool. And was it Rising Heritage also was in on that call? And
yeah, that was outstanding.
And he, if I recall, he also posted a video about that call.
Yes, it would be great if the United States Mint or the CCAC would actually put that out into the public on a YouTube video or some kind of transcripts or something, because that was a phenomenal meeting. It's probably one of the best CCAC meetings ever. In fact, I think some of the members on that CCAC board even had mentioned that.
What was that graded MS65 set? Did you buy? Was that NGC or PCGS or that graded MS66 set?
I think it was
PCGS or NGC.
Oh, was that question back to Eric SW?
Yeah, Eric.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
There you go, Paula Bloom for the win right there. Buying a graded set of the W quarters is the way to go. No question about it. Oh, I do too, Roger Borland. And Jovita Idar, her coin, if they go with number 8, I got chicken. I got crispy chicken skin just thinking about how beautiful that design is. It is like so Art Nouveau. It is so Gustav Klimt with the 3D, the 2D, and the infused words. I mean, it's next level in coin design. And could you imagine if our quarter, just a lowly quarter, American quarter, becomes coin of the year? That would be most incredible.
I got a question for Paula. If you were going to buy a graded set, would you go with NGC or PCGS?
Tiny Numismatics.
Tiny, good morning for joining us. And hey, by the way, your high five partner in crime is here. Good morning, Mrs. Coin Crew. Glad you could join us. Thank you for being here.
Good morning, Miss Coin Crew. Good morning, gentlemen.
How are you,
morning, sir.
How are you, Tiny?
I am unbelievably sleepy, believe it or not.
Right, John Shank, PCGS, hands down.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, it's all right, man. You needed the rest, so it's okay. No worries, man. No worries. If you're up to it, and forgive me if this is too personal, any updates for Zoe?
Not this morning. Last night, Zoe was doing great. She had recovered almost completely from her procedures. Monday, she will be back in physical therapy, doing some she'll be doing light duty physical therapy. She won't be doing the physical therapy that she was doing. They've got some kind of not procedure, but program for her stomach and stuff like that to help. It's called I can't remember what it's called. Some kind of floor routine thing that they do. Helps with your digestive and everything.
Oh, okay.
And they've got her doing that, and she'll be able to start that back Monday. So
that's good. So it sounds like positive progress.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So definitely Zoe Strong, and our thoughts, prayers, good, best wishes go out to you, to Zoe and your family, and we are here to support you, brother. And I mean it. I sincerely mean it. And lean on us. Lean on me. Okay, no more singing. Copyright.
15 seconds. You got 15 seconds. Better get in quick.
Yeah, you better own it in that 15 seconds.
You better own it in that 15.
That's right, man. Make it your own.
Hey, since you're here, I'm not sure if she's still in the chat, but go ahead and do your I got to do it this morning, so I'll let you do it. But your brown sugar, please.
Brown sugar 0069.
Yeah. The smooth sounds of Tiny. It was
When are you going to put out an album?
The smooth sounds of a cat in a bag being draped over a clothesline who has no idea what he's doing. Of Tiny. Yeah, that's the smooth sounds of Tiny.
Oh, hey. Well, last night we were talking about Zoe and where did she go to get some dessert?
She went to Dairy Queen. I'm stuck in this house with no way to get around because I can't drive.
Nope.
And they're talking about going to Dairy Queen. I'm like, what?
Where are you going?
Oh, they went out to eat at Mexican. Laura said she went and she loves chicken fajitas.
Desayuno.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, tell everybody the size. Oh, sorry. Tell everyone the size of the fajita.
Okay, you know the great old big huge platters that they bring out like a full meal on? She said she had 2 chicken fajitas that filled one of those big platters.
Un fiesta.
It was monstrous. She said, I had dinner, I'll have midnight snack, and I will have lunch tomorrow out of these 2 chicken fajitas. And I'm like, Now that is my kind of place where I would take that as a personal challenge. It's like, oh, you think I can't eat that? You want to make a bet? I ate 8 pounds of steak one time. I will eat those chicken fajitas and make you watch me eat them.
Oh, it's too much. Yeah, and then top it off with some good old fashioned Dairy Queen. Hello. Hey, to circle back a little bit here, Scott S asks, is anyone considering sending in either? Oh, I lost my place. Anyone considering sending in either the proof or silver proof American Women quarter set for grading?
My silver proof set was absolutely gorgeous, but I'm not a grader. I don't well, not, I mean, not, obviously I'm not a grader, but I don't grade coins, but I don't send coins in to get them graded. I never have. It's just one of those things I've never done. There's been a couple coins that I could have, but I've just never. What about you, Stack? Are you going to send in yours in to get graded?
I think he's on mute.
I caught him off guard.
Yeah.
Wendy's pocket change finds. Morning.
Yeah.
Mr. Coin Crew, my high-fiving friend. I think she's going to go with her grandson here in a little bit. That's awesome.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have Mr. Gen X Collectibles here to ask him about his opinion with regards to the American Women's quarters.
Oh, yeah.
But,
soccer game. Oh, I don't even know if I told you this. I tell you pretty much everything. You guys pretty much everything. I became a grandpa.
Oh, yes. Yeah, share that if you don't mind.
Could you imagine the universe allowed me to become a grandfather? That's a scary thought. That means I get to ruin someone else's outlook on life, like I'd ruin mine.
No. What you do?
Oh no, I'm going to sugar them up.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
You sugar them up, get them hyperactive, then you hand them back to the parents.
Oh, like shaking up a Jolt Cola and then handing it to them and said, "I dare you to open it."
That's when did you get the news?
About 4 days ago.
4 days ago.
Yep,
that's great. If I don't, maybe this is a little too personal, can you like, I know people like boy, girl, things like that, or
as a little girl, her name is Alaskan Lakeland, and I have no idea what on earth possessed my little girl to name her daughter Alaskan, but I was like, okay, that's unique. Well, this from my daughter, my middle daughter, she was born on the 4th of July, and I named her Morgan Liberty, so you can figure out where she got the Morgan. So, and then you can figure out where she got the Liberty from, because she was born on the 4th of July. But I wanted to name her Morgan Firecracker. And my mother-in-law at the time absolutely went ballistic on my ex-wife. Like, you're not going to let him let that baby name that baby Firecracker, are you? And she goes, Mom, that was a joke. Do you not understand, who I'm married to? I'm married to one of the goofiest people on the planet.
Hey, you're gonna be a great grandfather. Great, not great as in great.
I can
Here.
You're gonna be a wonderful grandfather because you have a big heart, and you're just you're full of joy. And I think your children bring you great joy and happiness in your life. And with your new upcoming granddaughter, you're just going to take it to the next level.
Yeah, and make sure you tell them all the great stories you've been telling us.
Oh, I tell you,
they're going to love those stories, my man.
You two gentlemen, Mr. Triple S and Mr. Tiny, a collaborative auto or biography book or something, you know, you need to write that book. You know, start off with both of you having your two stories, and then somehow in one chapter, yeah, talk about the convergence.
Welcome
All
to
I
the
know
board.
is I can spoil my kids as rotten as I want to, and now I can do it even more. So
I would give them all the lessons that life has taught you.
oh yeah, for sure. I'm going to teach them all the stuff that their parents don't want them to know. I'm going to say, oh yeah, you want to know how to make a fart noise with your elbow and your underarm? Yeah, Pawpaw's got you. Pawpaw's got you covered. What's that? You want some candy? Oh, absolutely. Pawpaw just happened to have some in his pocket. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you'll do fine. You'll do fine. Just, you know, I would say just relax and just enjoy the time you had. Make the time and enjoy the time and make those memories. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what's important.
Oh, absolutely.
Because cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue. You know what I'm talking about. That's right, man. It happens so fast.
Yep. Absolutely.
Well, I believe we've kind of exceeded our mark in time. I'm not sure if Mr. SW is on just yet. Um, I'd hate to have him drop out and not be able to say goodbye to everyone. So,
Hey, I'm here.
okay.
Hey,
Thanks. We've hit our mark in time and everything, and you know, it's Saturday, and I'm sure folks have things to do, and
excuse me.
you know, and
You got things to do?
do I have things to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got all the packages from. Okay, let's see. What did I really say? Things to do or people to no.
Oh,
Okay.
anyway.
Mess with the host. Okay, I get it. That's all right. I need to be harassed. This is my first show that I've, been the MC for. So it's all good. It's all good.
Yep. All right. I'll get out of here, and thanks everybody for joining, and I'll circle back.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, SW. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you.
It was really cool being here this morning, guys. Fantastic. Wish everybody, um, I guess Tiny would have been awesome to have you here earlier, but hey, you came in when you were able to, and that's all that matters, man. And I appreciate you, brother. Glad you got some rest. That is huge news. So that is, folks. I'm going to bounce. I hope everybody has a great weekend. We'll talk to y'all on Sunday night, right? We're going to do this thing Sunday evening.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah. Mr. Gen X Collectibles will be hosting the first is it Chat, Stack, and Collect?
Stat and collect.
Yeah, Chat, Stack, and Collect. Yeah, it's I believe 8 p.m. Eastern Sunday evening. He said he'll try to post a video later today or something in his community tab to talk about more of this new collaborative endeavor we're going to do. In a nutshell, just quickly describe it. It's going to be like a talk show, kind of like this. We're going to talk about whatever topics come up, and we'll also provide bins. So no auction. We're going to present bins, and as folks come in and out, and they see the bins, and you're interested, just let us know, and there you go. And shipping will be included with the price. Just pretty much the bins from our auctions. Similar, just like those. But that's all we're offering. No auction or anything, because the purpose is to foster friendship, fellowship. Get us to chat and interface with our friends out there in the YouTube community, and then we just happen to. Oh, by the way, here's some stuff if you're interested. And hey, you want to pick up something? Great. And you know what? Come anyway. Don't worry about buying anything. We want you here in the chat so we can interface with you and you can teach me something because I got so much to learn. So
you're doing great though. You're doing.
I'm definitely looking forward to this new fun, exciting talk show, and it's with Mr. Gen X, Mr. Personality, who has a sense of humor.
Oh, he does. He's got a great sense of humor.
Yeah, so be sure to, if you haven't, head over to Gen X Collectibles channel, subscribe, hit that bell notification, so when that video or community announcement hits, you'll know when and where. And I hope to see everyone there Sunday evening. I think it'll be fun. Honestly, I think it'll be a lot of fun. And
Absolutely.
You can get to see me and Gen X just go at each other.
I don't know how everybody always beats me out of here, and I'm always the last one to leave other than the host, but it's starting to scare me.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's like I'm always the last man standing. I'm like, come on. I want to go too. I want to jump out. Come on.
Well, you need to speak up and say, "Hey, I'm
hey, get out of my way. What are you doing?"
That's right. Yeah, I'm cutting the line.
But yeah, but I want to thank you for allowing me to come on. I'm sorry I'm late. Yeah, late night, early morning comes way too soon in my world. But I love each and every one of you, and I hope this finds you guys safe and healthy. You guys don't forget to check that pocket change, because you never know what you got in your pocket until you look. Great job, by the way, John.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Well, that's it. Well, hey, I appreciate everyone in the chat joining us in this Saturday morning coffee and talk. It was fun. And by the way, just wonderful practice for me, kind of taking an MC role and doing these live streams and everything. So certainly a good learning experience for me. And I really appreciate the opportunity from Mr. Coin Making Sense for giving me this chance to be an MC. And thank you to Silver Wolverines. Thank you to Son of a Silver Stacker. And thank you to Tiny Newsmatics for joining us on the panel today. And great discussion. It was incredible to talk about the London Exchange, and we're talking about the W quarters, and wonderful learning experience for me. And I really treasure the chances where I can learn and expand my knowledge. Definitely. So again, thank you for joining us. Everyone, please have a restful and enjoyable weekend. Recharge your batteries. Spend quality times with those that you love. I already talked enough about Sunday night, so enough has been said about that. So with that, remember the first law of thermodynamics. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, rather altered in form. Therefore, transform your energy into a force for good.